Hi everybody, Caitlin here, and welcome back to Coaster Magic. Hersheypark has been open for over 100 years, which means they have a lot of history. So I thought that in today's video, it would be fun to go over that history and how it has impacted the park into becoming what it has become today. Also, we have a very special guest joining us in today's video. JD, take it away.
What is going on, guys? JD from the HersheyAddict here. I'm so excited to be able to join Caitlin from Coaster Magic for this video. So without any further ado, Caitlin, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Thank you so much, JD, and now without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hersheypark formally opened on May 30th, 1906. It was intended to be a place for the chocolate factory workers and their families, and the residents of the town to enjoy and have a fun day at. The park was an ideal spot for picnicking, boating, and canoeing. The park's landscape was filled with graceful trees and wooden groves. This provided a shady retreat for thousands of people without being crowded. The park also had a rustic bandstand and pavilion, which served as a stage for theater production.
In July of 1908, just 2 years after the opening of Hersheypark, they started to get some new additions. On July 4th, 1908, Hersheypark had a merry-go-round as well as an amphitheater which adjoined the pavilion and was actually described as a model of excellence.
The park would only have to wait one more operating season before getting more additions. During the 1909 operating season, the park added 2 bowling alleys, a tennis court, a large bandshell, and a photography gallery. The scenic railroad was also completed during the 1909 season, and it offered guests a relaxing ride through the picturesque area.
3 years later, the park finally saw another new addition. In July of 1912, William H. Dentzel of Philadelphia built a carousel for the park. This carousel is described as the most magnificent and one of the largest in this part of the nation. It was 53 feet in diameter, and it featured 53 animals, which included pigs, rabbits, lions, ostriches, deers, goats, giraffes, bears, and 2 chariots.
From 1913 to 1923, the park saw multiple new attractions constructed. They added a dance pavilion, which was known as the Starlight Ballroom, a new stage to accommodate the Big Band era, a new convention hall, which is now the Hershey Museum, the Hersheypark Cafe, and the Hershey Zoo, which actually housed Milton Hershey's own animals.
The 1923 season marked the 20th anniversary of Hershey. To celebrate, Mr. Milton Hershey's gift to the town was the Wildcat. The Wildcat was Hersheypark's very first roller coaster. During the Roaring '20s, the park also got a small Ferris wheel, the aeroplane swing, which had electric lights and streamers, and the scooter.
It would be 10 years before the park would get any new attractions. During the 1933 season, Hersheypark added new attractions including the Bug, a funhouse, the Mill Sheet Water Flume Ride, and the Penny Arcade. In 1935, the Wildcat was renovated. Its dips were built up and the curves were more steeply banked.
By the 1945 season, Hersheypark had more than 24 amusements and fun devices, and the original carousel was replaced by the one that is still in use to this very day. For the 1946 season, the Wildcat was replaced by the Comet. The Comet is still a family favorite and is ranked as one of the country's best wooden roller coasters today. In 1950, the twin Ferris wheels were added to the park and they were 66 feet high. And 10 years later, the Dry Gulch Railroad was installed.
In 1971, the park would begin the first phase of a 5-year development plan. This began the conversion from Hersheypark, a regional amusement park, to Hersheypark, one of America's most popular theme parks. During this transformation, the pay-as-you-ride policy was replaced with a one-price admission policy.
Simply 2 years later, in 1973, the park opened an open-air theater, which was on the same spot as the original amphitheater. The new amphitheater featured shows such as the Alan Alberts TV Showcase and Hersheypark Revue. That same year, Mark Wilson, a musician, performed in a tent that was adjacent to the monorail station, which was later developed into the Dry Gulch Theater. The tent was replaced by an outdoor stage, which is still known today as the Music Box Theater. In 1979, the Chevrolet Music Box Theater was completely enclosed, which provided the park with its first enclosed theater since the 1960s. On July 4th, 1977, the Super Duper Looper opened as the first steel looping roller coaster on the East Coast and is still a fantastic family coaster to this day.
In the 1980s, the park saw the addition of multiple new rides, including the Cyclops, Pirate, Wave Swinger, Kunststeiger, and Timber Rattler. Canyon River Rapids opened in 1987, which allowed guests to simulate a whitewater rafting trip.
One of my all-time favorite flat rides, the Flying Falcon, opened in the year 1990. In 1991, the Sidewinder, a multi-loop steel boomerang coaster made by Vekoma, opened. In May of 1994, Tidal Force, the world's tallest water plunge ride at the time of its opening, opened to the public, and Hersheypark was also expanded to 90 acres. Hersheypark celebrated its 90th operating season by opening a one-of-a-kind wooden roller coaster, the Wildcat, which was named after the first Wildcat that operated from 1923 to 1946. In the year 1997, Hersheypark expanded to 110 acres, and a Ferris wheel and a whip ride were added to the park's lineup.
In 1998, Great Bear opened as the first steel inverted looping coaster in Pennsylvania. Great Bear would send guests plummeting from 120 feet high at nearly a mile a minute, and featured 4 inversions including a loop, an Immelman, a zero-G roll, and a corkscrew. In 1999, the fair that lasts all summer long arrived at Hersheypark and featured 5 new attractions including the Wild Mouse, the Merry Dip Fun Slide, Music Express, Chaos, and the Frog Hopper. The centerpiece of the fair area was a large 10,000 square foot festival and exhibition tent to showcase a variety of agricultural exhibits. The fair also brought back a variety of exciting games to test your skills.
To kick off the new millennium, Hersheypark added Lightning Racer. Lightning Racer was the first dueling coaster in the United States. Lightning Racer featured 2 different sides, Thunder and Lightning. Riders could choose which side they wanted to race on. After Lightning Racer, Hersheypark added the Roller Soaker in 2002. Riders on the Roller Soaker were able to soak the guests below using the 4-gallon water bucket that could be emptied by pulling a lever, but the guests on the ground could fight back by using one of the water cannons that were stationed around the ride station. After the Roller Soaker, Hersheypark added the Claw in 2003. The Claw was a thrilling 65-foot pendulum ride and was one of the first of its kind in the Northeast. In 2004, Storm Runner opened and was the 10th coaster at Hersheypark and was the first hydraulic launch coaster in the world to feature inversions. In 2006, Reese's Extreme Cup Challenge opened, and it was an interactive, family-friendly competition ride where guests could shoot at various targets to try to top their high scores.
In 2007, Hersheypark made waves with a new Boardwalk Water Park expansion. The boardwalk featured water attractions like East Coast Waterworks, Coastline Plunge, Bayside Pier, Sandcastle Cove, and Wave Rider. 2007 also marked the 100th anniversary of Hersheypark. 1 year later, in 2008, Fahrenheit opened with a vertical lift and a beyond vertical drop, and at the time of its opening, it was the steepest coaster in the world. In 2009, the boardwalk saw the addition of the Shore, which was a 30,000-gallon wave pool, and Intercoastal Waterway, which was a 1,360-foot lazy river.
The year was 2012, and it is time for the Sky Rush. At the time of its opening, Sky Rush was the tallest and fastest coaster at Hershey. Also, at the time of its opening, Sky Rush had a tagline that was called Ride the Edge. Since riders could choose to ride on a wing seat and be on the edge, or they could have the option of riding a middle seat, which gave the tagline Ride the Edge. In 2015, Hersheypark opened the Laugh Track. Laugh Track was the first indoor spinning globe coaster in the United States that was themed to a funhouse and the famous Laughing Sal.
In 2017, the Hershey Triple Tower opened. The Hershey Triple Tower was the first choose-your-thrill drop tower in the United States. The Hershey Triple Tower featured 3 separate drop towers, Kisses, Reese's, and Hershey's, all with varying heights and thrills, so the whole family could enjoy it together.
The year 2018 saw another expansion for the boardwalk. This time it had 2 new attractions, Breaker's Edge Water Coaster and Whitecap Racer. Breaker's Edge was the world's first hydromagnetic coaster with flying saucer turns. Whitecap Racer was the longest mat racing slide in the entire world.
In 2019, Reese's Cup Fusion opened and it replaced Reese's Extreme Cup Challenge. In Reese's Cup Fusion, you have a mission to become an agent to protect the factory and ensure that the world is never deprived of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, under the guidance of Commander Cup, which is a new character that was introduced in 2019.
This brings us to the year 2020. On July 3rd, 2020, Hershey's Chocolate Town officially opened to the public, and along with it, Candemonium, which is currently the tallest, fastest, longest, and sweetest coaster in the park. And there's still more to come to Chocolate Town in 2021, like the restaurant and Milton's Ice Cream Parlor. Hopefully in the coming years, Hershey's Chocolate Town will see more attractions and future developments.
Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. Huge thank you and shout out to JD for helping me with this video. It really wouldn't have been possible without him. I really appreciate it, JD. Thank you so much. Please make sure to go check out his Instagram and YouTube at HersheyAddict. I will link both down below. He is so close to hitting 1,000 followers on Instagram. He really deserves that, you guys. Also, let's get him to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Again, he really deserves it. Yeah. Also, go check out his 2 newest videos. He just returned to YouTube this week at the time that I am recording this. So make sure to go check that out. He did a great job with those videos, and he's done a great job with all of his previous videos. Yeah, so go check out JD's channel. He's really great. Yeah, alright, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like down below and subscribe for more content that will be coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!